Hello guys, happy Monday. I'm so glad you guys are here with me. I'm feeling better. My stomach feels better, but like my energy is like zonked. I don't know what is going on with I don't know what's going on. So, today you saw, or right now you saw my title is, why is my face feeling so oily and how can I fix it? So, what I have found through research and through extensive education, I will throw this out there about an esthetician, I'm not a scientist, but I will tell you, I've had a lot of training from top estheticians. So what I have found is a lot of the reason why people's faces feel like a bucket of KFC chicken, or they feel like 20 minutes after they wash their face, either their face feels like this or their face feels like so oily they can barely stand it. And so I wanted to talk to you guys today. I'm gonna flip you guys down here just because I feel kind of so I'm sitting on a chair that we have in the bathroom for the kids to get up on the pate. Okay, so what I have found is, and through education, is that a lot of these over-the-counter cleansers that are for oily skin, things that may have like bursts, benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acids, very foamy cleansers are very drying to the skin. Now, not all are, but majority of them are. What happens is a lot of these cleansers have a high pH level. And what that means for you with a high pH level, it means that it strips your skin. So it's going to strip that natural barrier that protects your skin, that keeps it from getting really dry or from getting really oily. So your cleanser needs to be between a 4.5 and a 5.5. Okay. 5.5 is kind of pushing it. I would say 5.0, so 4.5 to 5.0 is where I would be putting that cleanser. Some of these even dermatology tested, dermatology recommended have like up to 7 or 8 pH level. So what that means is your skin is like, okay. So what happens is you'll see ingredients like fragrance, you'll see alcohol, you'll see benzoyl peroxide, you'll see salicylic acids, all of those. Plus you want to go to Google, Google, I love that site, and you want to put in your cleanser, and that's going to show you the pH level. A lot of these burst cleansers with these big balls in them actually can cause micro tears. They can cause broken capillaries. It can cause even more issues down the road. If you're acne prone and have pimples, cystic acne, it can actually break open those pimple wounds, spreading bacteria. It can cause new acne when it's cutting. So you have to be very careful. And that's why I'm showing this to you guys today. So I didn't know this. And so what happens is when your protective layer is stripped, your skin's only mechanism is to create so much oil because it's trying to compensate from all that stripping, okay? And so you're creating all this oil. So I have a lot of young and mature skin women telling me my skin feels so overly oily. And then they'll tell me they're using like a foamy cleanser, a burst cleanser, a dermatologist recommended cleanser that has alcohol and perfume in it or fragrance in it. And those are very drying to the skin, super drying. So not only is that going to cause your skin to overproduce oil, but it's also going to cause your skin to create more in your pores. So you're going to get more clogged pores. It's also going to cause your face to be pulled tight. So it's going to cause more wrinkles. It's also going to cause you to be more prone to acne. So what I found is I thought I was a really oily skinned person, but comes to find out was just because I was using a very foamy cleanser. I really wasn't that oily of a person. I just needed a balanced pH cleanser because I normally used this foamy burst cleanser. Like I grew up on apricot scrub and Clean and Clear burst and all that stuff, Noxzema, Sea Breeze. I mean, those are so drying to the skin. So my protective layer was so ruined. So when a lot of mature women come to me and they say, my skin is so sensitive, I can't use anything. Well, of course you can't, because you probably spent many years using products with benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acids, perfumes, alcohols, fragrances, really drying products. So your protective layer is completely ruined. Now, here's the thing. It can be fixed, okay? It's not overnight. It's not a pill that you take and it's fixed. It's a lot of work and dedication, which I say to anybody, it's worth it because I did it. I had so much damage, protective layer issues because I used that Sea Breeze every day. I used that Noxzema every single day. My skin felt like this, and then by noon it was like an oil spill. So it took a lot of dedication. It took me about 4 to 6 months before I started really having that purging and all that gunk coming out. If you think about that, years and years and years of drying your skin. So I found a really good pH level cleanser. But this is what I really, really love. This is one of my secret weapons. So I love using a clay mask a couple times a week. And you're like, what do you mean? So I had this little bad boy right in here. So I use this clay mask because it has tea tree in it. And tea tree can be drying, but you're not using it every single day, right? You're only using it once a week, maybe twice a week. And I use it only on the areas that I typically get oily and that I typically get breakouts. But I hardly get any breakouts. I should not jinx myself. This is a hormonal breakout. All acne right here is hormonal. The only thing that can help with that is gut and diet, right? If you're taking any medications, you're going through menopause, you're starting your period, all that has to do with that area, right? So I just put it on these areas. You can put it on cystic acne areas overnight. Just put it on that little area, cover it with a Band-Aid, take it off. You do not want to cover your face up with this because it's very, very drying. So you only want to put it in spots that you may have oil or spot treat. Okay, so little tiny spots. So I love this because it has white hair oil in it. It also has cinnamon bark, which is great for fighting oil, and sebum. Sebum is what your skin produces that creates that oil and that gunk in your pores. I love that this has tea tree in it because tea tree is antibacterial, antimicrobial. So it's going to be really great for killing that bacteria. So in addition to finding a really good pH balance cleanser and getting yourself a really good clay mask is going to be beneficial. Now I do exfoliate as well. Exfoliation is key as well. If I can find that, I probably ain't going to reach it. But then, oh yeah, here it is. And using yourself a really good exfoliating mask once a week is going to be important. Even cystic acne people need to use a mask, but you have to be very careful because you can't use a really abrasive one because it can pop, it can tear, it can break capillaries, it can actually do more damage, right? And then you want to follow, after you're done taking your mask, get a really good moisturizer. You want to make sure the moisturizer is perfect for your skin type. So I know a lot of us struggle with knowing our specific skin type and knowing what exactly we should be using. So I do have just a like a mock skincare quiz that'll tell you kind of what your skin type is. It just tells you if you're combination or if you're normal to dry or if you're oily. It's really going to help you. It's not going to tell you any specific products or anything. It's just going to give you a little bit of guidance onto what your skin type is. So all you have to do is just type quiz and text it to the number above and it'll shoot it straight over, send over the quiz, and it will help you guys. So I hope this was beneficial for you guys. Thank you for joining me for Monday night, and I hope you guys have a good evening.